Derek Chauvin learns his punishment for murdering George Floyd. What San Diego activists are saying about the sentence and why many are calling it too light. Plus, not everything is rosy with San Diego County's vaccination numbers. The big goal for an event tomorrow targeting a specific group of people. And San Diego's Jewish community is coming together to help families of people missing in the aftermath of the Florida building collapse.
ABC 10 News at 6 starts now.
I do want to give my condolences to the Floyd family.
Derek Chauvin speaking directly to the family of George Floyd before being sentenced today to 22 and a half years for Floyd's murder. Good evening. I'm Steve Atkinson. Kimberly Hunt has the night off. Some members of George Floyd's family say the punishment was too light. With good behavior, Chauvin could be paroled in 15 years, and reaction is also pouring in here in San Diego. Our ABC 10 News reporter Mimi Alcala is live with why local activists are not satisfied. Mimi.
They say this should just be the start of holding more people accountable that abuse their power.
The 22 and a half years, and I'm just telling you from a personal experience, it doesn't feel like it really met the mark. I think 22 years, I think life without parole is the kind of feeling that I feel from all the weight of the deaths that had no sentences.
Yusuf Miller with the North County Equity and Justice Coalition was here outside of Escondido City Hall last year protesting after the death of George Floyd. Friday's sentencing of Derek Chauvin brings new hope that this will set a precedent into how in-custody deaths should be handled. But he says it's still just not enough. He says too often officers are exonerated for taking the lives of defenseless people, and they too need to be held accountable. The NAACP San Diego branch president Francine Maxwell also sent a statement today saying in part, "We look forward to the much needed passing of the George Floyd Justice and Policing Act. We look forward to bringing widespread accountability to officers who abuse their power to drive changes to policy and practice in the direction of justice." And we're going to have much more coming up at 7 o'clock tonight. We're live in Escondido. Mimi Alcala, ABC 10 News.
Mimi, thank you. Turning now to coronavirus here. While our vaccination numbers are better than much of the state, some groups are still lagging behind. Our ABC 10 News anchor Lindsay Pena has the effort to boost numbers in San Diego's African-American community.
As of Friday, the San Diego County Vaccine Tracker shows more than 2.1 million people have already received one dose, and more than 1.8 million are fully vaccinated. But when you break down those numbers by race and ethnicity, you see some definite differences. In particular, with the African-American population, currently at a 38% vaccination rate. It's why members of a group called the Southeastern Coalition are holding a special event Saturday.
We thought, hey, it's time for a community celebration, but with the goal of getting 400 to 500 vaccinations into the arms of people. That's our goal.
Ellen Nash and Aramik Glass Blake are two of the people organizing the Peace March and Vax Parking Lot Party at the Jacobs Center. They believe getting those vaccine rates up for the Black community involves making people feel comfortable.
And really trying to connect them with doctors who can educate them and bring it to them, bring it in the community.
In addition to educational resources, the event will also offer free food and prizes, including Padres tickets to those who get a shot.
A celebration of being a hero in your own community by simply getting vaccinated and being a part of building a healthy community.
Lindsay Pena, ABC 10 News.
The Vax Party and Peace March, they run from 10 to 3 at the Jacobs Center on Euclid Avenue. It is free. San Diego County is also phasing out the once bustling vaccination supercenters. With demand way down, the superstation in the South Bay will close this weekend. Anthony Stewart from National City decided to finally get his shot today.
I'll admit I was a little hesitant. I just waited just because I figured I was young. I'm young. I would take my chances initially, and then I got a little bit of vaccine FOMO. And so I was like, people are going out. I don't want to have any restrictions on where I can't go, where I can go.
Vaccine FOMO, that's a first. Or the superstation in Del Mar will shut down next Tuesday, and the county expects to close some additional smaller vaccination sites by the end of the month. Also tonight, the county reported another 104 new cases today, while our test positivity rate, it ticked up to 1.3%. And one more San Diegan has lost their life to COVID, bringing our total a little closer now to 3,800. California is extending the state's eviction moratorium and increasing compensation for rent relief. And we're also taking an in-depth look at the impact and how San Diego's rent relief program is working. The state protections, they were set to expire on Wednesday, but the new agreement will extend the eviction moratorium through the end of September. California will also pay off all back rent for eligible tenants. Now, to be eligible, renters must pay at least 25% of what they owe by September the 30th, sign a declaration that they had economic hardship due to COVID, and they must earn 80% or less of the area median income. San Diego has its own rent relief program, and today we spoke with Councilmember Marnie von Wilpert about how it's going.
There are thousands of tenants in San Diego alone, let alone the state of California, who are at risk of experiencing homelessness or housing instability through no fault of their own because they lost their jobs and income during the COVID-19 pandemic. So we need to make sure they keep a roof over their head.
More than $20 million has been dispersed to nearly 4,000 applicants. There have been more than 13,000 applications, plus an additional 11,000 applications are incomplete. San Diego's program started with $92 million, and Von Wilpert is also encouraging landlords who have been impacted to apply.
Making sure that they get paid is the other half of the equation.
Here's how to apply. Just go to the San Diego Housing Commission website. At the top of the page, click on the link where it says apply. That will take you to a page with eligibility requirements, and from there you can apply. We also have a link on 10news.com. Just click on the resources tab. Vice President Kamala Harris made her first trip to the U.S.-Mexico border today. She toured a Customs and Border Protection Processing Center in El Paso, and she also talked with agents. She also met with 5 girls who had been held at one of those centers.
We're talking about children, we're talking about families, we're talking about suffering, and our approach has to be thoughtful and effective.
Harris also spoke with border agents. She says the Biden administration is making progress tackling the spike in migration that has been widely criticized by Republicans. In the meantime, here in San Diego, there are still hundreds of unaccompanied minors at the convention center. ABC 10 News reporter Adam Merkusen spoke with San Diego's mayor about the city's response and what he's seen from the kids.
700 miles west of where the vice president toured sits the San Diego Convention Center. For the past few months, it's been home to thousands of unaccompanied migrant children.
There's no replacement for being with your parents, with your family in your traditional home. This is far preferable to where they would have been otherwise if we did not take them in. And I would argue that what we have done here in San Diego is the best in the country.
San Diego Mayor Todd Gloria has met with the children and volunteers at the shelter several times. Earlier this week, he posted this picture on social media after helping serve lunch, the children preparing to see their families.
You see young people who are more confident. They have made connections to their family. They knew where they were going.
According to the federal government, more than 2,200 children at the shelter have been reunified with their sponsors. As of Friday, the San Diego Emergency Intake Site is still home to 262 unaccompanied children. The majority are girls ages 13 to 17. Gloria says these kids are experiencing the dysfunctions of the current immigration system, and everyone deserves better.
The way that our current system works, where people feel that there is no better situation than the way these children have come to our country, really underscores the need for federal action to reform our immigration system.
Over the past few months, the Biden administration has made a series of policy changes, the most recent coming this week, allowing some a second chance at an asylum case. For families across the border, that brings new hope.
They tell me that I have to wait longer, and it has taken a long time, and it has been very hard.
Back 700 miles east, after touring a migrant processing center and meeting with migrant children, the vice president talked about policy. But what comes next for both is unknown. Adam Merkusen, ABC 10 News.
The San Diego Emergency Intake Site will close July 15th. Bail is being reduced from $5,000 to $100,000 for the woman accused of being an accessory to a road rage shooting that killed a boy in Orange County. Today, the judge told Win Lee she must wear a GPS monitor if she makes bail, and she can't have any contact with her boyfriend, Marcus Ariz. He's accused of shooting into another car at a traffic altercation last month, killing 6-year-old Aiden Leos. Ariz is being held without bail. And back here at home, the Highway Patrol says a driver shot into a car in a case of road rage this morning. It happened on the interchange between the 15 South and westbound State Route 56. Investigators say the driver of a van fired into a car after a possible unsafe lane change. That driver was not hit, but anyone with information is asked to call CHP.